Parents of students at Grom Elementary are frustrated with the new policy meant to help with all the traffic near the school.
The policy comes after neighbors sent a petition to the school and to their city councilor. As News on 6's Lex Rodriguez reports, neighbors say the congestion is a safety hazard. Lex?
Greg and Tatum, it's day 3 of the new policy, and while neighbors say they just want to make sure there's enough room on the roads for emergency vehicles if needed, parents say the changes will cause problems in their schedules. The roads near Grom Elementary begin filling up around 2 p.m. with parents who are ready to pick their students up from school. Most students are dismissed at 2:35, but this new policy says those who park and pick up their kids have to wait until 2:50 to get them.
I really don't know where they have the grounds to stand on.
Madison Parish questions the legality of the policy for holding students 15 minutes past dismissal, but is more upset parents didn't have any input on the decision.
They didn't sit down and ask any of us any opinions on a better solution.
Grom Principal Sherry Carpenter says the school had to make a decision based on concerns from the neighborhood. A petition signed by 72 neighbors cites safety concerns over vehicles blocking first responders as the reason. To address the concerns, Carpenter sent out the policy to parents and provided the following statement in part. Safety is always a priority for Tulsa Public Schools. We appreciate our school families and know that changes in procedures take time to get used to. For those who do not want to wait until 2:50, the policy says that parents can join the car line. Angela McPhee picks up her grandchild and says the policy may be a solution for the neighborhood, but is more than just an inconvenience for her and many others.
I've had mothers tell me they have children at other schools, and so it makes them late if they have to wait in the car line.
A PTA meeting is scheduled for tomorrow and will allow parents to give their input on the new policy. Live in Tulsa, Lex Rodriguez, Oklahoma's Own News on 6.
Tulsa Public Schools held a demonstration tonight for a new metal detection system that will be used at all TPS games. The system is portable, which means not every site will have its own unit. It'll just move around. The company that makes them says the system doesn't use any radiation and is safe for expectant mothers and those with medical implants. TPS says the system gives them several advantages.
And it's not always to catch someone or to stop someone, but it ends up being a good deterrent so that we're able to encounter, and our security team obviously can help us identify if we think there's going to be an issue.
And TPS will also use those units indoors. They'll be used at basketball games and wrestling matches starting this winter.
Oklahoma State Superintendent, I should say, Ryan Walters, is criticizing Stillwater public school leaders for an email that was sent to parents and staff. The email, titled Parents' Rights, outlines issues that must be reported to parents. Issues involving sexuality and drug use are on the list. The main criticism is about this part of the letter about reporting sensitive issues to parents that says, quote, sadly, sometimes parents, guardians, or other family members may react negatively and, in the worst cases, violently to learning unexpected information about a child. If a student thinks sharing that information with parents would create an unsafe environment, the school would contact agencies to protect the child's safety. Walters responded to the district's email during today's State Board of Education meeting, saying that it appears to undermine parents.
I know this board has taken very deliberate action to ensure that parents' rights are protected, and we will not allow any rogue administrator to undermine these rules, and we will take that on very directly. So I wanted the board to be aware of that issue in Stillwater.
The letter also says no information about students 18 and older will be shared in accordance with federal laws since they are technically adults. Stillwater Public Schools says it is confused by the state superintendent's interpretation of that email. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the nice weather today, because big changes are on the way.
Big changes.
Yes, Travis will tell us when temperatures could drop into the 30s. I saw 20s in that 9-day forecast. Yeah, okay. Let Travis tell you about it.
It's going to get cold across our Osage Casino Skycam network. Plus, hear about a new service that's getting front porches festive for fall and how it empowers people with disabilities.
Plus, award-winning country star Chris Stapleton is performing at the BOK Center tonight. We'll check out all the fun fans are having.
I'm Dave Davis.
I'm Leanne Taylor. Tomorrow on 6 in the morning, we'll tell you about a new film school and studio that's coming to Bartlesville.
On News on 6 at 9 a.m., we'll talk to 2 actors who appeared in Killers of the Flower Moon, including a descendant of one of the most widely known victims of the Reign of Terror.
And Friday Flicks features Killers of the Flower Moon.
Join us tomorrow starting at 4:30 on 6 in the morning.
All the years of study, all the miles on all the roads, all the science, all the technology, all the hours, all the danger.
We're in the middle of it right now.
It all comes down to it. It's all about the warning.
We want you to take cover.
And the team from the locally owned station does it better than anyone else.
Tornado on the ground.
You have to pay very close attention.
30,000 customers without power.
Alan Crone, Station 8, and Travis Meyer, the Oklahoma weather experts, only on Oklahoma's own News on 6.
At Jim Glover Dodge, we guarantee the absolute best price for your pre-owned vehicle purchase, with quality you can count on from our Jim Glover certified vehicles. You get engines for life, a 7-day exchange program, and your first year's maintenance for free. Plus, all month long, you get a chance to throw for your tag and tax. We've got something for everyone with more than 150 vehicles priced below $25,000, starting at just $89.95 or as low as $179 a month. And if you have bad credit or no credit at all, we can get you approved, and you get to throw for your tag and tax.
What's better than our 30-day low price guarantee? Pricing so low that we guarantee it for a full year. It's Han's biggest sale of the year, our 12-month price guarantee sale, where we mark everything down so low that we guarantee that price for a full 12 months. With pricing better than Black Friday, lower than any competitive price for 1 full year, beat the crowds, beat the pricing, and come in this week for the best price of the year. The Han Appliance 12-month price guarantee sale. The guaranteed lowest price on the right product right now.
This is $1 million Halloween. Saturdays in October, we'll draw 5 winners from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. to pick 4 mystery spaces for a chance to win up to $1 million cash. Earn entries daily starting October 1st. Plus, don't miss out on our $10,000 Halloween costume party. Come dressed in your scary best October 28th to be one of 10 winners to walk away with a share of $10,000 cash. Only at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Tulsa. Voted Tulsa's best.
At IHOP, we're flipping up more than pancakes with our new menu featuring waffles, biscuits, burgers, Benedicts, and more. There's always a way to put a smile on your plate. Only at IHOP. Download the app and earn free food with every order.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Shop Han Appliance Warehouse for the guaranteed lowest price on the right product right now.
Decorating for the holidays, it can be a lot of work.
Well, a local nonprofit has created a new service called Perfect Porch. A new leaf employs people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, but you can now hire them to help decorate for the fall holidays. The workers found inspiration for some of the setups from the changing leaves, the pumpkins and plants they helped grow in a new leaf's garden.
I try to look at the picture, the whole picture, and then try to decorate it the way it's supposed to be.
Makes perfect sense. A new leaf says this is another way their employees can earn money, be independent, and live the life they want to live.
Here's a live look at the BOK Center, where country music star Chris Stapleton's entertaining fans tonight. Stapleton is known for songs like Tennessee Whiskey, Nobody to Blame, and Parachute. He's won 8 Grammys and 14 Country Music Association awards. One couple traveled from Norman to celebrate a birthday. They tell us what makes Stapleton special.
The sound of his voice is just amazing.
He can sing about anything he wants.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stapleton is in the middle of a worldwide tour with dates in the U.S. through August of next year before he heads over to Europe a year from now.
From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
Hey, it's a great night to be out at the concert and being able to leave and no problems. Now, tomorrow, a little different story because you can pretty much see what's going on just to our north. Amazingly cold. Of course, when you get later into fall, especially into late portions of October, early November, a lot of times you'll start to see some Arctic air that's been kind of building for a while, and that's breaking loose now. And you can tell that across Montana and the western Dakotas, that's a magenta color. Don't like magenta colors. Not really good. Not a big fan. We'll put it that way. But anyway, that's some seriously cold weather right now. 16 has been that way all day in Billings. That cold air is sinking south. You pretty much make out right where that boundary is located, and that's going to be making its move tonight across the area. This is the latest data. Again, the real cold air is kind of hanging back just a little bit. A wind shift line and a front will be moving across our area as we go through tomorrow morning. So we'll stay very mild tonight. 60s, low 70s. In fact, some low stratus is going to come back at us, so to speak. And that's very warm, moist air, and that's going to come back across the area. So right along this boundary tomorrow morning, we could squeeze out a few showers, and that'll be the plan. But notice the temperatures in the morning, the upper 60s to low 70s, and then we get on the other side of the front, temperatures drop 10, 12 degrees, 15 degrees, and then out in the Panhandle, we're in the 30s already. So that's some pretty cold air. And as we go into the afternoon, not too awful bad. I mean, compared to today, it's not going to be a whole lot of fun. We'll be in the upper 40s to around 50 in northeastern parts here of our area. And then down to the south, we show 79 McAllister, and we're talking about the conditions that are going to be turning colder by about 5 o'clock or so for you guys down southeast, because this front will switch the winds around. It's going to take longer if you're down southeast. And out to the west, they'll have some sun during the day, so kind of modify the temperatures a little bit in the 50s. So tomorrow night, here's the latest on the homecoming walk around in Stillwater. And for high school football games, temperatures pretty close to this, upper 40s, and a breeze will be about 10 to 18 miles per hour. It's enough to be a cold wind compared to obviously tonight, but it's not going to be a bad one. The really cold stuff is coming in as we get on into the weekend. So Saturday morning, we'll look for temperatures in the low to mid 40s, and then down southeast, we'll start to see showers increasing. And as we go through the day, the rain will move north across the area. But for the Tulsa run in the morning, we're talking about conditions that are going to be favorable for a few showers. Better chances will be as we go through mid-morning to late morning. Notice the temperatures. The winds are up a little bit compared to our forecast of last night, and so they're about 3 to 6 miles per hour, a little bit higher, but they should maintain pretty much there, and that's about it. So cool weather, runners love it. Rain, and so we'll see if we can get away without a whole lot of that. Saturday afternoon, we're in the 40s with a few 50s further south. Notice our 60s and 73 down Idlewild. You say, well, that's not bad. No, but the real cold air, there's a secondary push of cold air coming in on Sunday morning. There's warm, moist air coming over the colder air, and that's why we're having the problems on the weekend. We'll be in the upper 30s to low 40s. Out in the Panhandle, we're in the 20s. Sunday afternoon, we'll be in the upper 30s to around 40. North winds, 15 to 25, gusting to 30, and embedded out to the west of us could be some sleet or some snowflakes, a sign that pretty much late fall and early winter is pretty close to us at this point. So as we start to look at the chance of precipitations, mainly tomorrow morning, and then that kind of dies out, and then during the evening we're okay. Then that comes back on Saturday from mid-morning and late morning to the afternoon, and then on into Sunday, and then that drops off Sunday night as some really chilly air moves in. Don't forget, we have Halloween. We have a lot of our anchors out there, and Stacia and I don't know, we choose poorly, because probably the coldest day at Halloween at the zoo is going to be on Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4. If you see us, we're probably going to be covered up in about 3 or 4 coats or something like that, so don't be surprised. A lot of weekend events. If you get a chance, you can get out there. Just be prepared, because there is going to be a lot of cold air that's going to be floating around and a few areas of showers. So it's a jet stream that's doing it to us, and that is not going to help us out until later next week when things modify. So a front is to the north early in the morning, but then by the time we get to about 8 to 9 o'clock, it'll be starting to move on through. A few sprinkles will be ending around noontime, and then by the time we get into the afternoon, we're colder than warmer. And as we extend the forecast out, we're looking for temperatures that are going to be really cold on Sunday, right around 39. Next week, some real fall weather, temperatures in the 20s, and temperatures will be in the 50s to near 60 late next week. That's a look at the 9-day planner. We'll be back with sports.